Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 23 March 2023, Thursday night, 9 o'clock. Time for a knife sale on the Apostle P channel. And a knife sale we shall have, and it's a monster. Before we get into the meat of it, let's do a little bit of housekeeping, shall we? First up, I need you to be familiar with and agreeable to the terms of the sale. I'm going to post them on the screen for you in just a moment. I will also reprint them in the description underneath this video. Also in the description at the very top, you'll see 3 links to previous videos on the channel. The first is a primer for buyers. That's a 38-minute expanded explanation of the terms of the sale, how we do things and why. So if you're new, please watch that. It'll make your purchase experience much more pleasurable. The second link is pertinent to you if you're interested in using this weekly sale to move along some of your collection. It's entitled FAQs for Consignors, and that explains how this all works from the consignor's perspective. And then the third link, as always, is to my rates and services video for the TheApostleP Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. So in the description, which is very important to these sale videos, at the very top you'll see those 3 video links. Then you will see the terms of the sale. And then at the very bottom, the list of tonight's inventory, complete with timestamps on the left and pricing on the right. In that pricing column, you'll generally see 2 numbers. The first one is the price of your knife as shown in the video. And then the number to the right is the price of your knife as sharpened by the TheApostleP Knife Service. By the way, there will be next day sharpening available for the first 4 knives purchased to be sharpened this evening. Those will ship tomorrow, Friday the 24th. If you buy a knife to be sharpened that doesn't make it into the top 4, it'll ship in about 3 weeks, barring blisters and other mechanical injuries. Okay, I think that's about it for the housekeeping. Oh, no it's not. If you see the word sold in the far right price column, all caps and an exclamation point, instead of a price, that means that knife has been bought and paid for by its new owner. No need to send, and I'll take it for any of those. That is all there is for the housekeeping. We'll get you the terms up on the screen, and then I'll be right back with the sale. Here are the terms. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First up, we've got just 3 leftovers from last week. The first one, in a big old box, is from Cold Steel. It is the drop forged Bowie. I think kind of an ambitious knife. Only Lynn Thompson would think of making this in the 20-teens or 2020s. Here we go. Comes in a Securex molded polymer sheath with a nylon dangle that appears to be removable if you want, and then a snap belt loop, retention strap for the knife, which is in there. Golly, here we go. So this has some kind of a dark gray powder coating. It is an integral hunk of 52-100 steel. Looks like about 3/16 thick on the spine. And then you've got some faux stag inlays. A very, very nice looking Bowie blade. 7 3/8 inches a blade, 4 7/8 inches a handle. It is like new in the box with the sheath. Now these are available new at your favorite web retailer for 119 bucks. We ran this last week at 85. It did not sell on Thursday night. We dropped it to 85. I'm sorry, dropped it to 70 for the weekend. Still here. This week, 60 bucks. And guys, it's going to cost 15 bucks-ish, maybe 20 to ship this. So your price is 60 bucks all in, 95 with my edge on it. The cold steel, drop forged Bowie. Next up, from Maniago, knife makers to the world, the Viper Technocut line. We've got the Viper Fearless fixed blade knife. It's very Italian looking. I've got a two-piece. I don't think it's Kydex. I think it's molded plastic, but it could be Kydex. I don't know, maybe. Tech lock. And here's the blade. Look at that. Yeah, bayonet ground spear point. Sleipner steel. 6 1/16 inches of blade, 5 7/8 inches of handle with burlap micarta scales that look removable. Very nice in a saber grip. The jimping is awesome on that steep ramp. Double hollow ground. Probably don't want to think about sharpening that spine. It's pretty thick. Looks like some kind of a PVD coating. Awesome looking blade. Near mint to like new in box. These are available new. Web retail at $220. We ran this last week at $150. It didn't sell Thursday or Friday, so we dropped it to $130 for the weekend. It is still here. Somebody gets a steal. 115 bucks shipped, priority mail. $150 if you'd like it with my edge. That's the Viper Fearless fixed blade. Next up, I have a great buy on a Hogue knife. No box and a Civivi pouch. Oh well, who cares? Okay, we've got one of the very first Able lock Hogues. So a Benchmade Axis lock ripped off because the patent ran out. But the Able lock, I don't think I've ever felt a bad one. They're doing a great job with it. This is the Deka Wharncliffe, which I don't know if it's a Wharncliffe. It kind of looks like a GTC sheep's foot. But Alan Olishewitz designed it, kind of a compound grind. Blade steel's 20 CV. You've got your, what do they call that? Lava Flow G-Mascus. So it's blue, gray, and black G10 layered and milled. 3 3/16 blade, rock solid lockup. 4 5/16 handle, superb in the hand. Able lock mechanism works perfectly. Action, lockup, centering, all dialed in. We'll call this near mint no box Civivi pouch. Web price of these brand new, still in stock, $166. We ran it last week at $130, didn't sell, dropped it to $110 for the weekend, still here. Somebody gets a buy. This will be the least expensive one of these we've ever sold. 95 bucks, like it is. $125 with my edge. That's the Hogue Deka Wharnie G-Mascus. Next up, we have another Hogue. This one is interesting because not only do we have a box and a knife, we also have a Hogue rubber mat. I don't know, let's see, that's about 7 inches by 11. Nice grippy mat. So you don't just get a mat and a box and a pouch inside the box. You get, oh, the knife that made the big waves. The Hogue Able lock, read Benchmade Axis lock, RSK Mark I G2 with a Doug Ritter blade. Does it look like a Ritter grip? Yes, it does. Is it better than an FRN Ritter grip? Oh yeah. Beautiful sunburst milled, black G10 scales, milled and crowned. Tip up, ambidextrous, deep carry clip. And guys, this is one of those first run, limited edition in M390, okay? So you got a 3 3/16 handle. I'm sorry, a 3 7/16 blade for an 11/16 handle. Rock solid lockup, near free dropping action, certainly flingable. Centering is dead on the money. I wrote very close. Let's see why. I don't know. Do you think it favors the right? If it does, it's very slightly. Anyhow, I'll call it near mint. In box with the Hogue mat, and you cannot find this knife in M390 anywhere. We're doing it at 180 like it is, 210 with my edge. And by the way, it has been touched up. So I would say it's got a sharp, toothy edge that's not super refined. Definitely not over sharpened in the least. Okay, so 180 like it is, 210 with my edge. The Hogue RSK Mark 1 G2 limited M390 edition with the Hogue mat. Next up, oh guys, here's a knife that you do not see every day, and now they are gone. And to go along with it, I got a zero tolerance ZT neck gaiter, and that looks like a greenish gray to me. I'm not taking it out of the bag, it's never been opened. So the Gaiter ZT neck gaiter comes with this knife, and you're also going to get a tube of Super Lube, which is a synthetic PTFE knife lubricant. I think it's about full. Yeah. Okay. And you get a knife. Son of a gun. It is the ZT-0900. Less George design. Kind of like a stubby VECP. Little pocket rocket. Full titanium. Titanium frame lock with steel inserted lock face. Ambidextrous deep carry. Kind of a shorty clip. Ball bearing flipper. Luscious less clip point blade in S35 VN. 2 11/16 inches of blade, 3 7/8 handle, so really efficient blade to handle ratio. There's your lock engagement. It's rock solid. The centering is, I don't know, I'd call that dead. Flipping action, beautiful. So these are discontinued and out of stock. Several sold ones on eBay, ranging between $222 and $350. Lots of them up around $300. We're doing this one at $260, no box, by the way, no box, with the Super Lube and the ZT neck gaiter. $260, like it is $285 with my edge on it. That's the ZT-0900 with ZT neck gaiter and Super Lube. Next up, got one from Benchmade, and this is one of those normal stories. Benchmade Griptilian Mini. You know, they made Griptilians for years, both full-size and mini, with the clacky Norl GTX handle, and then this knife came out, the 555-1, with the stunning blasted finish, mill checkered gray G10 handle with the blue liners and the blue anodized standoffs. This one is wearing a painted Benchmade deep carry clip. So, what do you got here? The 555-1 is that saber ground sheep's foot blade with the round hole opening, axis lock mechanism, rock solid lockup. Flingable, not quite a free dropper. And the centering on this one is freaking dead. So really, guys, other than the clip scuffs, this knife's about like new. So it's got some carry wear, but just clip scuffs only. Let's face it, you guys are all going to get Benchmade to send you a parkerized clip anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But see, here's the story. You know, these, what they were like $175, map price for the years that they ran them, and they always sold used for, you know, $130 to $145. Guess what? Now they're gone, and they've been gone for a while. Now, I did find one of these that was an eBay sold listing at $138, but the knife was kind of a turd. They range all the way up to, get this, guys, $255 sold listings. $255. This one we're doing at $175, very near mint, in box, clip scratches noted, 205 with my edge on it. That's the Benchmade 555-1 mini grip. So yep, they discontinue them, they go up in value. And speaking of that, oh my, here's another one. You guys know this is one of my beloved Benchmades. The 781 Anthem, groundbreaking, revolutionary knife for Benchmade. 2 reasons. An integral, one piece, beautifully herringbone milled titanium handle with a milled titanium pocket clip, still ambi tip up, but a ball bearing pivot and an axis lock mechanism with no omega springs. Look inside. Mounted to the spine of the handle is the cartridge modular coil spring axis lock. Why have they not used this on any other knives? Anyhow, these sold with a MAP price of like $420 or $430 when they were new. Everybody thought that was way too much. While they're in production, you could sell them. They do about, you know, $325 used if they were near mint. Then they discontinued them. Let me just tell you, boys. And by the way, I've got very little carry wear, just some very slight burnishing on the corners, which just looks cool on the titanium. These have some kind of a hard anode coating because they don't take hits. And then this has an old edge of mine on it, and it's been touched up and used, and it kind of needs sharpened again. Okay, 20 CV blade. Mechanics are totally squared away. Rock solid lockup, great ball bearing action, perfect centering. So, sold listings ranging between $396 and $1,000. Guys, these have gone up in value by about 300% since they were discontinued. This one, a pretty righteous example, but it is a user. We're doing it at $500 like it is, $530 if you would like a fresh Apostle P edge. Benchmade 781 Anthem. Next up, from Spyderco, it's a little box. Inside the box comes a Squeak. This is an Italian-made, European market Spyderco that they just happen to sell here too. So the Squeak is a little half-stop slip joint with modern Spyderco or lion steel construction. Half-stop. Very positive. You know, the mechanism is totally unconventional, but Benchmade, Hinderer, Chris Reeve, this is what it should be like. I'm just saying. Nicely done. Blade steel, N690 from Bowler. It is 2 inches in length. The handle's 3 1/8 and very usable with that forward choil. That is a great little box cutter, man. Ambidextrous tip-up deep carry wire clip. Walking, talking, centering, all beautiful. Let's see, yep, centering's down the middle. Like new in the box. You can buy one of these brand new at your favorite web retailer for $62 plus tax plus postage. Or just buy this one, all in, shipped, priority mail, $55 like it is, and then just $70. I'll sharpen that for $15 if you want me to. And next day sharpening is available. That's the Spyderco Squeak. Next up, somebody better snag this one. If you are a Spyderco collector and you don't own this knife, you need to. A Spyderco, and it's from a little place called Golden, Colorado, USA. Earth. It's a military carbon fiber 52100. Installed on the knife is an MXG deep carry clip, the original factory clip right here. And here it is, boys. Peel ply carbon fiber, grippy forever. There's that very smart looking MXG black coated titanium clip. There is your 52100 blade with not a, well, I'm not going to guarantee when it gets to you it won't have one, but not a single black spot on it. Beautiful satin. Look at the finish that 52100 takes. It's worth selling it naked, I think. Anyway, there's your lock engagement. It's military perfect. Yep, it just goes right to the, that radius actually goes back out as it gets toward the inner side. So you just kind of want it to rest on that shelf inside the point. That's right where this one is. It's perfect. Look at that. Look at that, guys. I got 0 blade play, and look at that blade drop. And the centering, not all militaries are, but this one is dead. It is like new in box. These were a Spyderco Sprint Run, not affiliated with any distributor or retailer that I can remember. They're out of stock. They're gone forever. There are no sold listings or current listings on eBay. You can buy this one, though, and I think it's a steal. $225 like it is, $250 with my edge. Next day sharpening available. That's the Spyderco Military CF 52100 MXG clip. Next up, another Spyderco from Golden by way of Sevierville. This is the Paramilitary 2 Smoky Mountain Knife Works dealer exclusive with the fat carbon Arctic Storm blue marbled carbon fiber scales and a blade of CPM M4. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's some man-made chatoyancy right there. Wow. Black hardware. Oh, that was my fault. DLC blade. There's your blade steel. Oh, yeah. Nice action, no play. Centering would be dead. Condition, like new in the box. Okay, these are out of stock. They're gone. So there are no sold listings for this knife and only one current listing on eBay for this model. And it is a $315. Buy it now. Or you could just buy this one, $260 like it is, $290 with my edge, and it is stunning. That's the Spyderco Pair 2 SMKW Fat Carbon M4. Next up, another Spidey. Another one from Golden. It is a Para 3 FRN Teal S90V. So, let's see. Okay, this is a limited edition, distributor exclusive for MGE Wholesale Distributing. Okay. They're calling that FRN Teal. It looks more aqua to me. You've got the deep carry ambidextrous wire clip. You've got the compression lock mechanism, which usually drops a little more freely than that. You know. Rock solid lockup. S90V blade. Unmolested too, guys. Don't think it's probably ever cut anything. I don't even see any debris in that very light colored handle. So I'm going to call that centering. Perfect to very close. Might favor the right just slightly. Okay. Like new in the box, they're discontinued and out of stock. One sold listing on eBay did $137. That's it. They're gone. Your price for this one, $140, like it is $170 with my edge. Spyderco Pair 3 FRN Teal S90V. Next up, I thought about making this the Rob's pick, but I didn't. It's a Spyderco. It's from Golden. It's a Pair 3. It says CPM Rex 45 on there. And check it out, boys. It's orange. No, it's blue. No, it's orange and blue. Whoa, yeah. So this will be in your inventory of Spyderco Pair 3 Blue OR Rex 45. Of course, it's the Cutlery Shop exclusive. I love that blue and orange. And I love that even more. Lock up, dead rock solid. Action perfect. Centering is as well. Condition, like new in the box. They're discontinued. They're out of stock. There are 2 current listings on eBay. No sold listings for this exact knife. 2 current listings are both buy it nows. One is at $259, one is at $271, or just buy this one. $190, $220 with my edge. That wreck's $45 though. Oh, guys. So $190 like it is, $220 with my edge. Spyderco pair 3 blue orange Rex $45. Next up, time to visit DLT for another Spyderco. This one will be a Yojimbo 2 black tan CPM 20 CV. So yeah, DLT exclusive Yoj tan G10 black hardware DLC blade. Oh wait, it's got an ApostleP edge on it. There's your 20 CV blade. There is the glint of awesomeness. Oh yeah. I sharpened this several months ago for this consignor. Don't think you ever cut anything with it. Rock solid lockup. Almost a free dropping blade. Blade centering is going to be very close. We'll call it near mint in box with an ApostleP edge. They're discontinued. They're out of stock. Sold listings on eBay, a few of them, ranging between $200 and $267. So I think that makes this the buy of the sale. $160. No need to sharpen. ApostleP edge already applied. Spyderco Yojimbo 2 tan 20 CV DLC TAP. Next up, oh, we're getting close. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting awful close. From Spyderco, Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. It's a native 5 and CPM 4V. Not only is it in an awesome steel, not only is it a small run, but it's a St. Nick's run. Oh, yeah. Yeah. St. Nick's exclusive. Red G10. Black DLC blade. Black hardware. Oh, and a blade of CPM 4V DLC coated. That is the native 5. Midlock, bushing pivot. Gives you a super free blade till it hits the spring. Just be rock solid lockup. Centering will be dead. Yeah. So we'll call it like new in the box. They're discontinued. They're out of stock. eBay sold listings ranging between $224 and $295. How about $180 for this one? $180 like it is, $210 with my edge. Spyderco Native 5 RD 4V DLC. Next up, we have the Rob's Pick in tonight's sale. Guys, I so just want to keep this. I'm not gonna. It's a Spyderco. It's from Golden. It's a native Chief in 4V. A freaking native Chief in 4V. And it's a St. Nick's. Red G10. Black hardware. DLC blade. Oh, 4V. And, did you catch that? Did you catch that? Did you get it? It's got my edge on it. If I just kept it, I wouldn't even have to sharpen it. Rock solid lockup. Beautiful bushing pivot action. Perfect blade centering. Can't call it like new because it's got a better than new edge on the 4V. So this St. Nick's exclusive Native Chief is discontinued, out of stock, and guess what? You can't find one anywhere. I didn't even know about this. There are no current listings. There are no sold listings. It's got $30 worth of my sharpening on it already. Your price, $240. $240. No need to sharpen this. The Spyderco Native Chief RD 4V DLC TAP. Next up, another Spyderco. This one not from Golden. It's a Sage 5 Mint FRN. So the Sage 5, the fifth in the line of knife maker technology homage. It's an homage to Sal Glesser. Yeah, it's a Spyderco compression lock in a Sage. How about that? So evidently the Taichung maker can execute the compression lock, and this one has a blade of CPM M4. A Blade HQ exclusive, mint color, M4 blade. That's beautifully finished M4, I gotta say. Maybe Golden should send their M4 blades to Taichung, because that satin is gorgeous, guys. Anyway, lock up, dead rock solid. Action's really free. Centering's really perfect. They're discontinued, not a stock. Can't buy one no more, even at Blade HQ. Sold listings on eBay ranging between $170 and $240. Because that's a sweet little knife right there. Your price on this one? Let's do $160 like it is. $190 with my edge. That's the Spyderco Sage 5 FRN Mint M4. Like new in the box. Next up. Well, it's another Spyderco and another one from Taichung. This one will be a Kapara dark gray. What? What? So yeah, this is a DLT exclusive Kapara in blasted beautiful satin gray G10. Still got the deep carry ambidextrous tip up wire clip. And the blade steel on this one is 20 CV right here by my finger. Rock solid lockup. Super free drop in action. That's got to be a CQI pivot. Oh yeah. That's beautiful. That's stunning. That's the nicest handling Kapara I've ever had in my hand. Check out the red G10 backspacer. Jason got to get a little pop of red in there. So let's see. By the way, just so if you're not familiar, 3 9/16 blade, 4 11/16 handle. A beautiful knife. We'll call this like new in the box. It's discontinued and out of stock. Sold listings on eBay ranging from $227 to $400. I can't remember for sure, but I don't think that 227 knife was super nice. This one's like new in the box. So your price is going to be $265 like it is, $295 if you like my edge on it. That's the Spyder Kapara GY 20CV. Next up, this would be the save me from myself moment. It's a Spyderco and another Taichung Spidey. It's a Smock natural G10 and a CPM M4 blade. Blade HQ exclusive Smock. There's your Jade G10. All your hardware is bright. Sort of a polished clip. Button actuated compression lock. You can flip it. You can hold it. Ball bearing pivot. Dead centering. Perfect lockup. Ball bearing action is ball bearing action. Like new in box, they are, of course, out of stock. Discontinued, probably. Sold listings on eBay are all over $300. They range between $306 and $396 for the satin version. This is a like new in box knife, perfect mechanics. Your price $280 like it is, $310 if you like my edge on it. That is the Spyderco Smock Jade M4. Next up, I teased you guys about this one and another one like it yesterday. This is from Protech. It is the 5201-blue. Malibu flipper. Blue anodized titanium or aluminum handle. Stonewash finish blade. 20 CV is the blade steel. Look, I hope the camera is doing this justice, because that is one gorgeous blue. Kind of a gear pattern milled into the halves to emulate a backspacer. Got the beautifully hidden lanyard hole. Deep carry tip up right hand clip. Beautiful flipper mechanism. Great detent for a button lock flipper. On ball bearings, of course. Nice stonewash on that blade. And then in the spine of the blade, Protech CPM 20 CV. Lockups rock solid. Flipping actions to die for. Centering is about dead. Condition on this knife be like new in box. They're out of stock everywhere. They are selling on eBay. Prices ranging from $260 to $288. You won't find a nicer one than this one. It's pristine. Or your price $260, shipped priority mail $290 if you'd like it with an ApostleP edge. Now be careful in your I'll take it, because I got a similar one, different part number. This is Protech 5201-Blue Malibu. Next up, got one from Tactile Knives, Texas, USA. Made there proudly. This one is going to be a Rockwall thumb stud. Titanium scales Magna Cut blade at 61 Rockwell. Built January of 22. Here is the stunning little gent's knife from Tactile. You've got a stonewashed and finely milled a la lion steel titanium set of scales. You got a right hand tip up deep carry clip, nice and low and short. Thumb stud actuated knife on bearings. Sweet little sexy drop point with a swedge. Stonewashed Magna Cut. Stainless steel locking liner leaf. Yeah, easy for you to say. Engages right in the middle of the blade tang. Zero play. Centering is, how did I say this? What did I say? I said very close. It might favor the left or it might not. It might just be the way the swedge is cut. But anyway, like new in the box. I did find this in stock somewhere for $300. They move quickly, let's say. They do. Your price on this one, $280, like it is, $310 with an ApostleP edge, and that is shipped priority mail. Tactile Rockwall thumb stud in Magna Cut. Next up, guys, this is something here. Look at that box. I don't know from when. I'm guessing turn of the millennium. Made in the USA. Ellenville, New York. It's the Silhouette from Jade. Check it out. It's a modern folder. I have some beautifully milled and satin finished aluminum scales, red hard anodized, matching thumb studs, deep carry tip down right hand clip, a blade of some kind of stainless, nice blasted finish, Jade USA, blade length on the Silhouette 2 7/8, handles 3 7/8. Stainless steel liner lock that engages very early. It looks like it's riding on phosphor bronze too. In order to get the blade centered, I did have to tighten the pivot quite a bit, and it's still not quite there. Has no blade play. Condition is like new in box, a piece of history. A US made Jade modern folder to boot. They're discontinued, not a stock. Now I found these for like, but you know, $25-30 on eBay, but sold listings. But Not with the red handles. This is the only one I've seen, except pictures of non-existent knives on Google. And this thing is pristine. And you can own it for 60 bucks like it is 80 with an Apostle P edge. It's the Schrade Silhouette liner lock. Next up, a very special knife from Case. In fact, it's so special that it comes in a little flip-top box. This is the EX344SS Stockman. So I guess I'd call this a small to medium Stockman. It's 3 5/16 inches enclosed length. Nickel silver bolsters and liners. And the covers on this knife are orange coral with nickel silver spacers and then mother of pearl inlays. True sharp stainless, cam tangs, clip main, pen secondary, and a little sheep's foot secondary. Beautiful walk and talk. About a 6 pull on the main. Very, very slight rub on the blades. Of course, linerless Stockman construction. It is like new in the box. They're discontinued and out of stock. Try finding one with the orange coral. Pretty tough. Your price, $180 like it is, $220. I sharpen all 3 blades. It's the Case EX344SS Stockman. Next up, a little cool combo deal. This is the Cutmaster Victorinox combo. I've never seen one of these before, but look at this, guys. It is the Cutmaster Mini Master. And, whoops, it is made in the USA. And it is a tiny little multi-tool. So you've got a blasted stainless steel construction, and it is stamped and pinned. You got a rule with some hex drivers. Looks like you got a bottle opener. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Got a little pair of tweezers, a little tiny screwdriver. Let's see. A Phillips and a flat blade, pair of scissors, and over here I think, yeah, whoops, main blade and a nail file and fingernail tool. There is a little congealed lubricant on some of those tools, but I don't think it's ever been used. And a little thing for your key ring there, which probably folds in. Yeah, it does. So that's that, and then you also get a Victorinox Classic in purple. So it's the little baby Vic. Main spear, more of a pen. Small screwdriver and file. And on the back side, a little tiny knife with scissors. Are you kidding me? And a toothpick and tweezers. It's like new in the box. So you get both of those. Both of them shipped priority mail for 35 bucks. Plus 20 each if you want me to sharpen. That is the Cutmaster Victorinox combo. Next up, it's a classic of classics. There's no more famous knife ever in the history of cutlery. It's from Buck, and it's somewhere in there it says 110. Because it's a Buck 110. Look at this, guys. I've mated these two together for the first time. This sheath has never been bent to close. Okay. Inside you have a sort of current generation Buck 110. Brass frame. Laminated or plywood sort of scales. I don't know if Diamond Wood makes those or who does, but they're super durable and gorgeous. 420 HC blade. with modern buck grind technology, which is to say awesome. I have a zero play knife, kind of a hydraulic action. Probably could use a drop of oil. Centering is going to favor the left a little bit, and it's essentially like new in the box. Just, you know, a little bit of tarnish from time. And then you're going to get with it this little tool. It's got a little plastic sheath, kind of like a takedown lever on a gun. That lets that loose. And then you got a little razor knife. This is kind of a throw-in. It's a knife center razor knife with an orange molded polymer handle. I don't know if they sell these or what the deal is, but I've seen worse tools. So anyway, you're going to get the Buck 110 and the knife center razor knife, and your price, $53, shipped, priority mail, which is $12 less than they're listed for online, just the 110 alone. And then you're not paying postage on top of my 53. So 53 like it is 78 sharpened. The Buck 110 with the knife center razor knife. Next up, I never spell this name correctly, ever. Martini with 2 T's, then 2 I's. That's a lot of martinis to spell like that. The knife inside the box is the Martini Big Game Martef, M-A-R-T-E-F. It comes in a very entry-level leather sheath. Interesting knife. Some kind of stainless steel, the INOX kind. Some kind of coating. It looks a lot like a gray Cerakote, but it's probably not. And it's got sort of a Scandi ground blade, but then it was all coated, and then they cleaned up the bevel. Okay, looks like a cast aluminum bolster and a probably not craton-like handle. The blade length, I think it's like, what the heck is it? 5 and 5? 5 blade, 5 handle, or something like that. I forgot to put it on my sheet. It's like new in the box. Looks like you can buy them brand new online for about $85. This one will be $50 shipped priority mail, and then $85 if you'd like my edge on it. That is the Martini Big Game Martef. Next up, it's pen time on the TheApostleP Knife Sale. The first one is a DDR Go Pen. I don't know. I would doubt that they're still making these, are they? After Daryl's passing a couple of years ago. Oh, anyhow, this kind of is the top dog on the DDR Go Pen. Yes. 5 1/8 overall length. It is a clicky button actuation. The barrel of the pen is flame anodized titanium and blue carbon fiber. And then the ferrule is more of the flame titanium. Bright pocket clip. I couldn't make out the name of the insert that's in there now, but this is going to come with a Fisher Space Pen Bold Black refill as well. And it does fit. So let's see. They are out of stock at $140 web retail, and I'm pretty sure they're not getting replenished. This one can be yours. I didn't really see any wear on it. With the extra refill, $130 for the DDR Go Pen. Next up, well, we had a tactile knife earlier in the sale. Let's do a tactile turn pen. It's kind of the one product that put tactile on the map, and it is the bolt action pen. Check this out, guys. That is a super finely milled titanium barrel. It's just beautiful. It feels like silk. It's gorgeous. And then you've got the titanium topographic pocket clip, the bolt action mechanism, which just works so nicely. And it's got kind of an acid stonewash or some kind of a brown anode. It's so cool. Anyhow, it's a gel refill, but I think it's kind of a no name and kind of a medium point. We'll call it near mint to like new in box, and it is also in this colorway and construction exclusive to the Blade 2021 limited edition run. Okay, your price will be $110, shipped priority mail. The tactile turn bolt action pen Blade 2021. Next up, I like this one. This is my favorite of these pens. From Urban Survival Gear, we have the Tie-Scribe Gen 3 pen. This is a sweet little unit. So this is cool for a couple reasons. You can click it and turn it, or you can operate it like a conventional bolt action pen. And the bolt is the pocket clip. It is dark titanium construction, 4 3/4 overall length, so kind of nice and short, but still plenty for your hand. The refill is a medium black. I don't think I could find the manufacturer. These are made in Texas, USA. Price of these brand new at your favorite web gear dealer is going to be about $100 plus tax and maybe postage. This one can be yours, and we'll say like new in box, $85 shipped priority mail, all in. The Urban Survival Gear Tie-Scribe Gen 3 pen. Oh, I forgot about this. Next up, this is the buy of the sale. So this comes with no packaging and no identification. It is the Machine Era solid brass pen. So this is a capped pen, okay? 4 9/16 overall length closed, and then if you unscrew the cap and reinsert on the tail, come on, I promise it does, there it goes. So your overall length open and cap deployed is 5 11/16. It's a substantial pen, solid brass construction, a Pilot G2 refill, near mint, no box, made in the United States. This is a steal, man. $20, $20 shipped priority mail. I'll tell you what, if nobody buys this, you just take it. $20, the Machine Era brass pen. Next up, man, this is a cool little package right here. It's a Spyderco knife, and the model inside is a Manix 2 and CTS 204P. Oh. So this will be in your inventory as Spyderco Manix 2 OD204P FDE. So very interesting knife. Who was this for? Doggone it, I can't remember what distributor this sprint run was for, but ODG10, black hardware and clip. The blade in 204P, it doesn't have Cerakote, it has a FDE PVD finish. Rock solid lockup, beautiful free action. Centering I'm going to call very close. I can probably make it perfect. There. Anyhow, like new, in box. And although it comes with the factory clip installed and the factory lock mechanism, I have a black coated MXG titanium deep carry clip that looks like it's never been out of the bag. And then I got this OCD for EDC. This is a soft spring and ceramic ball retrofit. I guess so you can operate it better with one finger than a pinch. I don't know, I've never had one of these in, but it comes with the knife, okay? So, they are discontinued and out of stock. Sold listings on eBay running between $275 and $406. That's just for the knife. not with the clip and the lock kit. So between $275 and $406 sold listings on eBay plus clip plus kit. You can buy this one though, $295 like new in the box, $325 with my edge on it. That is Spyderco Manix 2 OD204P FDE. Next up, I told you when I teased you there were two of these, and I didn't lie. It's a Protech, and it is another blue Malibu flipper, but this is 5205. The first one was 5201. So this will be in your inventory as Protech 5205 blue textured Malibu. Textured Malibu. I'm going to check it out, boys. I call it checkered. Very cool handle. And kind of an acid stonewash clip. And hardware. Blade. Not really an acid stonewash, more of a natural stonewash. And the spine says Protech CPM 20 CV. Got your little gear pattern in the back of the handle, the discreet lanyard hole, button lock, ball bearing flipper. They're awesome, man. Awesome. 3 9/16 blade, 4 11/16 handle. Everything's perfect, including the blade centering. But it gets better if you so desire. If you are super, super anal about your ball bearings, I have some Skiff Rocket Glide rings that apparently will fit this knife. So if you want to upgrade your steel ball bearings for some ceramic ones, there you go. Knock yourself out. Of course, they're out of stock. eBay sold listings between $260 and $288. It's like new in the box, perfect mechanics with free Rocket Glide bearings. Your price $260 shipped, priority mail. $290 with an TheApostleP edge. Next up, we're going to finish the sale with a little run from Titusville, PA. Yep, and the first one, look, it comes in the big tube. It is a number 47 Harvester from the Tidioute line. Model 47P123. So, the 2-3 would be for current model year. The P would be for this pruning blade. No nail neck, no long pull, no easy open notch, because obviously you don't need it. 1095 blade, a robust hawkbill. 3 7/8 closed length, and I think this is the first time that Bill has jigged micarta. But check it out, natural canvas with, of course, that is a working knife, man. They've satin finished the Federal shield and the bolsters, which are rat tail bolsters. All steel construction as well. Pull, I'm going to say a 6. Perfect walk and talk. Centering I wrote down as very close. I think it favors the right. It's like new in the tube. Your price, $150 like it is. $175 if you'd like my edge on it. The GEC Tidioute number 47 Harvester. Next up. It's a Tidioute from GEC. It is a model number 252117 in OD green linen micarta. It's a 25 Barlow. Okay, the little stubby Barlow. That is OD green linen micarta with some time patina. Triple lined nickel silver bolsters. Nice bend the pocket a little bit, as you can see. And let's see, what else can I tell you? 3 inches in closed length. Single spear blade. And looks like it was sort of patinaed and then polished. It's very, very interesting how that blade appears. I think it's super cool. You patina guys are going to love this. Pull weight 7.5. Walk and talk beautiful. Centering is beautiful. Excellent in tube, we'll call it. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you this. I guess I didn't. Oh, what's it say right there? Oh, TIW. Yeah, Titusville Ironworks, 2017. Your price $150 like it is, $170 with an ApostleP edge. That's in your inventory as GEC Tidioute, number 25 Barlow OD. Next up, it is another Tidioute knife from Great Eastern Cutlery, and it's another 25, but a different one. This is model 253115EO, an exotic Mexican Bocote wood. You go, Chris Tucker. Here's the knife. What a little stunner that is. Hot dog shield. Gorgeous Bocote. I mean gorgeous Bocote. Plain bolsters, bare end. Easy open notch on the sheep's foot. Looks like it's been flitzed up a little bit. Used very little. Stunning walk and talk. I'm going to say 7, I guess 7.5 maybe. But beautiful walk and talk. Centering is very close to perfect, if not. I'll call it near mint in tube. Oh, and by the way, the tang stamp. Oh, the tang stamp. TIW for Titusville Ironworks. We'll call this the GEC Tidioute number 25 EO Jack Bocote. Your price? $180 like it is, $200 with an ApostleP edge. Next day sharpening is available. Next up, I don't believe I've had one of these in my hand yet. From last year, a Great Eastern Cutlery Northfield Unexcelled offering, model 592322 in Sandbar Stag. It's the 59 Whittler, which I recognize this handle. This was a Derek Bone design, or it was for a Northwoods knife. I don't remember the name, but a pretty substantially tapering sleeve board. And this is a true split back Whittler. See the center wedge spacer? Main blade is a spear on a cam tang, as most GEC Whittlers are. About a 7.5 pull. And then I've got, on half stops, a coping secondary, big long secondaries, guys. And then a pen. 3 5/8 inches of closed length, Sandbar Stag covers. Appearance, fairly different, but in match, meaning thickness, very close. We'll call this like new in tube. Sold listings on eBay ranging between $220 and $305 in Stag. Let's do this one like new in tube. $225 like it is, $265. I sharpen all 4 blades. That's the GEC Northfield number 59 Whittler Stag. And that brings us to the last knife in tonight's sale. Another GEC Northfield Unexcelled 59 Whittler. This one in Desert Ironwood. Oh, it's a Whittler in Ironwood. Oh, guys. Ooh. Yeah. 3 5/8 closed length. Split back, sleeve board handled Whittler. Look at the hafting. Gorgeous finishing. Really shows off that center wedge spacer on the split back Whittler. Main spear with a swedge, big long swedge. 7.5 pull. Nice walk and talk. Secondary pen, little oil. Secondary coping. Secondaries are on half stops. Condition will be like new in the tube. Your price on this one in gorgeous Desert Ironwood, $185 like it is, $225 with an ApostleP edge. GEC Northfield, number 59 Whitler, Ironwood. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of another weekly knife sale on the Apostle P channel. Hope you enjoyed it. Been fun hanging out with you. That's all for this one. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Now go get you some knife deals.